Listen up, this is urgent. If you're receiving Centerlink payments right now, you need to stop everything and pay attention because what I'm about to share with you could mean the difference between getting a payment that's rightfully yours or missing out completely. There's been massive buzz circulating online about a $250 bonus payment supposedly landing in bank accounts within the next few days, and I've been doing some serious digging to separate the facts from the fiction. By the time you finish watching this video, you're going to know exactly what's really happening, who qualifies for this payment, when you can expect to see it, and most importantly, how to protect yourself from the scammers who are already preying on people desperate for this money. This isn't just another rumor video. I've spent hours researching this topic, and what I've discovered is going to surprise you. Before we get into the details, though, I need you to do something really important. If you haven't already subscribed to Centerlink Alert, hit that subscribe button right now and make sure you've got notifications turned on. This channel exists for one reason only: to keep you informed about every single update, change, and development that affects your Centerlink payments. I post regular updates about payment schedules, eligibility changes, cost of living support, and breaking news that directly impacts your financial situation. The information landscape changes constantly, and if you're not subscribed, you're going to miss critical updates that could cost you money. So do yourself a favor, tap that subscribe button, and join thousands of other Australians who rely on Centrelink Alert to stay informed. Now let's get into what everyone's talking about. Over the past few weeks, there's been an explosion of reports claiming that Centrelink recipients are about to receive a one-off bonus payment of $250. According to these reports, this money is supposed to hit bank accounts as early as next week, and it's being described as part of a broader cost of living support package designed to help Australians who are struggling with rising prices and inflation. The stories suggest that this payment will go to a wide range of Centrelink recipients, including age pensioners, people receiving the disability support pension, carers who are looking after loved ones, job seekers who are actively searching for employment, and even some families who receive family tax benefits. If these reports are accurate, this would represent a significant injection of cash for millions of Australians who are already finding it difficult to make ends meet in the current economic climate. What makes this payment particularly appealing, according to the reports, is how simple the process is supposed to be. You wouldn't need to fill out any applications, jump through bureaucratic hoops, or provide additional documentation. Instead, the payment would be deposited automatically into the same bank account where you currently receive your regular Centrelink payments. It would arrive as part of your normal payment cycle, just appearing as an additional amount on top of what you're already expecting. Several sources are indicating that the rollout could begin as early as the 10th of November, though other reports suggest a broader window between the 15th and 25th of November, depending on your specific payment schedule and how quickly your particular bank processes government payments. The timing variations seem to be related to the different payment cycles that exist for different types of Centrelink support. So someone on the age pension might see their payment on a different date than someone receiving JobSeeker. Another crucial detail that's been circulating is that this bonus payment would be completely tax-free, meaning you wouldn't need to declare it on your tax return, and it wouldn't reduce or affect your ongoing regular Centrelink payments in any way. If this information is correct, it would essentially be free money, a genuine top-up to help you deal with cost of living pressures without any strings attached or negative consequences for your existing support. That's obviously incredibly attractive for people who are already living on tight budgets and struggling to afford basic necessities like groceries, utilities, and rent or mortgage payments. But here's where things get complicated, and this is the part you really need to pay attention to because it could save you from making a costly mistake. Despite all these reports flooding the internet and appearing on numerous websites, I personally could not locate a definitive official press release from Services Australia or a clear announcement on a verified government website that confirms all of these specific details. Most of the information that's circulating seems to be coming from non-government websites and news aggregators that claim to have confirmed details but don't actually link back to official government documentation. They're reporting the story as if it's absolutely certain, but when you try to trace the information back to its source, you hit a dead end. There's no official government page that spells out the eligibility criteria, the exact payment dates, or the specific amounts in the clear, authoritative way you'd expect from a genuine government program. This is a massive red flag, and it's something you need to take seriously, because whenever there's confusion or uncertainty around Centrelink payments, scammers come crawling out of the woodwork. Services Australia has issued multiple warnings over the years about fraudulent websites and phishing schemes that specifically target Centrelink recipients. These scams typically work by creating fake websites that look remarkably similar to legitimate government sites. They'll have official-looking logos, government-style formatting, and convincing language that makes them appear trustworthy. These fake sites claim that Centerlink is offering special bonus payments, sometimes for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, and they tell you that you need to check your eligibility or claim your payment by entering your MyGov login details. Once you enter your username and password on one of these fake sites, the scammers immediately capture that information. They can then log into your real MyGov account, potentially locking you out by changing your password and gaining access to all of your personal information, including your banking details, address, date of birth, and other sensitive data that can be used for identity theft. In some cases, scammers have been known to redirect future Centrelink payments to their own bank accounts, leaving victims without their essential income support. The consequences can be devastating, especially for people who rely entirely on Centrelink payments to survive. It can take weeks to regain access to your account and sort out the mess, during which time you might miss payments or be unable to report your income or circumstances as required. The key thing to remember is that legitimate government communications will always come through official channels. Real announcements about Centrelink payments will appear in your MyGov inbox, on the official Services Australia website, which ends in gov.au, or through direct communication from Services Australia itself. You'll never be asked to click on a link in an email or text message and enter your login details to claim a bonus payment. That's simply not how the government operates. If you see a website or receive a message that doesn't end in gov.au, you should immediately be suspicious and avoid entering any personal information whatsoever. There's also another layer of confusion that's making this situation even more difficult to navigate. Some of the reports circulating online aren't talking about $250 at all. Instead, they're mentioning much larger amounts like $750 or even $1,900. These dramatically different figures are being shared on social media, discussed in online forums, and even appearing in some news articles. However, when you dig deeper and try to verify these larger amounts, they simply don't hold up to scrutiny. I've seen articles specifically warning that claims about a $1,900 bonus are likely false or extremely misleading. There's no credible government source confirming payments of that magnitude, and it appears that these inflated numbers are either complete fabrications designed to generate clicks and engagement, or they're the result of people misunderstanding different types of payments and lumping them together incorrectly. What we do know for certain is that Centrelink payments were subject to routine indexation earlier in 2025. On the 1st of July, regular payments including the age pension, JobSeeker allowance, disability support pension, and other welfare payments were increased slightly to account for inflation and rising cost of living. This is standard practice that happens regularly based on the Consumer Price Index, and it's designed to ensure that the purchasing power of these payments doesn't erode over time as prices increase. However, this routine indexation is not the same thing as a special bonus payment. It's just a normal adjustment that happens according to a predetermined schedule, and it's something that recipients should already be aware of, because it's been announced and implemented through official channels. The problem is that some people might be confusing this routine increase with the alleged bonus payment, or they might be mixing up different announcements and creating a muddled picture of what's actually happening. It's also possible that some of the early reports about a bonus payment were based on speculation or leaked information about proposals that were being considered but haven't yet been officially approved or announced. Government budgets and support packages often go through multiple stages of planning and approval before being publicly confirmed, and sometimes information leaks out prematurely, leading to reports that are partially accurate but not yet finalized. So, what does all of this mean for you if you're someone who receives Centrelink payments and you're trying to figure out whether you should expect this money or not? The most important thing is to take a balanced approach that protects you from scams while also ensuring you don't miss out if the payment does turn out to be legitimate. Here's exactly what you need to do right now to put yourself in the best possible position. First, and most importantly, log into your MyGov account as soon as possible. Don't wait until next week or until you hear more news. Do it today. Once you're logged in, navigate to your Centerlink section and carefully verify that all of your details are current and accurate. Check that your bank account information is correct and that it matches the account where you're currently receiving your regular payments. Double-check your phone number, email address, and residential address to make sure everything is up to date. If you've recently changed banks, moved house, or got a new phone number but haven't updated your details with Centerlink, now is the time to fix that. Outdated information is one of the most common reasons people miss out on payments or experience delays. If there is a legitimate bonus payment coming, it will be deposited into the bank account that Centrelink has on file for you. If that account is closed or incorrect, the payment will fail, and it could take weeks to sort out the problem and get your money. By taking 15 minutes right now to verify your details, you eliminate that risk entirely. The second thing you need to do is monitor your MyGov inbox religiously over the coming weeks. If Services Australia is genuinely rolling out a bonus payment, they will send official notifications through the MyGov messaging system. That's the primary channel they use for important announcements and payment information. You won't necessarily receive an email or text message to your phone, and even if you do, those should only be notifications telling you to check your MyGov inbox, not asking you to click links or enter personal information. Make it a habit to log into MyGov every few days and check for new messages. Don't rely on external sources like Facebook posts, news websites, or messages from friends to tell you what's happening. Go straight to the official source and check for yourself. If you receive any emails, text messages, or see social media posts claiming that your bonus is ready and you need to click a link to claim it, stop immediately and be extremely skeptical. This is exactly how scammers operate. They create a sense of urgency, tell you that you need to act fast to claim your money, and provide a convenient link that takes you to a fake website. Before clicking any link related to Centerlink payments, carefully examine the web address. Does it end in gov.au? Is the full domain spelled correctly with no strange characters or misspellings? If there's anything even slightly suspicious about the link, don't click it. Instead, close that message, open a new browser window, and manually type in the official Services Australia website address, or log into MyGov directly. Never access your MyGov account through links provided in emails or messages. If we reach late November, and you still haven't received any bonus payment but you genuinely believe you should be eligible based on the reports you've seen, you do have options for following up. You can contact Centrelink through your MyGov account by using the secure messaging feature to ask about the status of any additional payments. You can also call Services Australia directly, though be prepared for potentially long wait times, given how busy their phone lines typically are. However, before you spend time contacting them, make absolutely certain that your details are correct in the system. There's no point asking why you haven't received a payment if the problem is simply that your bank account details are wrong or outdated. It's also worth understanding the broader context of why these kinds of payment rumors emerge and spread so rapidly. Australia has seen various cost of living support measures over the past few years in response to inflation, rising energy costs, and economic pressures resulting from global events. The government has previously provided one-off payments to specific groups, energy bill relief, and other forms of targeted support. These genuine programs create a template that scammers can exploit, and they also create expectations among recipients that additional support might be coming. When economic conditions are difficult and people are struggling financially, any hint of extra money generates enormous interest and gets shared widely on social media, often without proper verification. The challenge for ordinary Australians is that it's genuinely difficult to separate fact from fiction in this environment. Government communication isn't always as clear or timely as it should be. Official announcements can be buried in dense policy documents or budget papers, and by the time information filters through to mainstream media and social platforms, it's often been distorted or mixed with speculation. That's exactly why channels like Centerlink Alert exist, to cut through the noise, do the research, and give you reliable information you can actually use. Based on everything I've found in my research, here's my honest assessment of the situation. There's enough smoke around this $250 payment that it seems plausible something is genuinely in the works. Multiple sources are reporting similar details. The amount is consistent across most reports, and the timing aligns with the kind of cost of living support that government has provided in the past. However, the absence of a clear official announcement is concerning, and it means we can't treat this as confirmed fact just yet. It's entirely possible that this payment is real, but simply hasn't been formally announced yet. Perhaps because government is still finalizing details or timing the announcement for maximum political impact. It's also possible that the reports are based on proposals that are being discussed but haven't been approved, or that information has been misinterpreted somewhere along the chain. What I'm not going to do is tell you with absolute certainty that you will or won't receive this payment because I don't have access to definitive government sources that confirm the details. What I am telling you is to be prepared, be vigilant, and be smart. Update your details, monitor your MyGov account, be extremely cautious about any requests for personal information, and don't spend money you haven't actually received yet based on rumors and speculation. If you found this information valuable and you want to stay updated as this situation develops, this is exactly why you need to be subscribed to Centerlink Alert. I'll be monitoring this story closely, checking official government sources daily, and the moment there's a confirmed announcement or any new developments, you'll see a video about it on this channel. I'm committed to giving you accurate, well-researched information that helps you make informed decisions about your finances and your Centerlink payments. Don't forget to hit that like button if you found this video helpful because it helps the algorithm show this content to more people who need to see it. Share this video with friends or family members who receive Centerlink payments so they can also be informed and protected from potential scams. Drop a comment below and let me know if you've heard anything about this payment from official sources or if you've encountered any suspicious websites or messages claiming to offer bonus payments. Your experiences could help other viewers stay safe. Until next time, stay informed, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Retry.